worry, ma'ams. I am a harmless male. I will take perfect care of you from this corner. I will not look at you. I will just simply protect you at all costs. Do not touch them. You are a male figure, and you will not touch them. They are scared women. Don't worry, man.
So, I mean, obviously, that's supposed to be funny. I find two issues with it. Number one, I think the idea of the video for the women who are critical thinkers should be insulting, because he's basically alluding to the fact that a lot of what is being asked for is a performance of protection. It's the pageantry of protecting or listening to or supporting or accountability or whatever. It's the pageantry, it's the performance of it. It's not the reality. And the other thing is that in the comment section, a lot of the women who commented were saying, you know, this is better than ... or I'll take this over, or this is what a green flag looks like. And it's like, man, this is ridiculous. Like, you know, this is ridiculous. But again, when these conversations have regressed to simply just what sounds good and what makes me feel good, like TikTok monologues are pretty much like football game day speeches at this point. It's just a monologue saying things that a certain group wants to hear, and then, you know, either choosing to argue in the comments, or nowadays people don't even like have conversations and they'll just block you, or they'll just like cater to their niche group. And the thing is, like, there's a concept when we're talking about race relationship. It's called the soft bigotry of low expectations. Another way to put it in this conversation in particular is we've been socialized to infantilize women. We've been socialized to a degree to see women as these helpless, immature, but in a divine way people, right? Like immature, powerful. Like the best analogy I could think of is like Zeno from Dragon Ball Z. Like that's the working understanding men have been given of women. You know, whether it's happy wife, happy life, or maintaining your marriage is learning how to tell her yes, or learning how to say I'm sorry even when you're not, and all kinds of unsustainable nonsense that I think a lot of boys are coming to terms with in the modern day and saying, I don't want no parts of it. Like it's this immature thing that I'm simultaneously supposed to respect. It's never their fault because there is a greater thing that their intuition is fixated on, and I'm just not seeing it yet. So even if she's wrong, she's right. Like even in a situation where like you're objectively wrong, I'm supposed to assume that, you know, there's more to it. Now, in the white context, in the white and black context, I saw a video the other day, the street interviews. They interviewed a bunch of white people and was like, you know, is ID or requiring ID to vote, is that voter suppression? Is that racist or whatever? And they were like, yeah. And a lot of their rationale was, you know, a lot of black folks don't have IDs. A lot of black folks don't even know how to go get IDs. And then they interviewed black folks and were like, we got IDs. Right. So there is a part of the complexity of this conversation is like, there is a point in, you know, white allyhood or allyship where you toe the line of racist, because all those deeply held eugenicist ideals that you had, that you're superior, are still there, but they're being expressed differently. Just like all these deeply held ideals that some men have, that they're superior and they should be superior to the degree that they can navigate women's abject immaturity. It borders the patriarchy that those men simultaneously claim to be fighting. And, you know, at one point I was actually, and I had this conversation with a friend of mine. I was actually becoming kind of critical of Mr. Jason Wilson, and I have a great deal of respect for him. But, and I still don't know necessarily if it's his fault or his responsibility. It's gotten to the point where like the core of his fan base now is women. And I find that problematic. I think particularly with his last book, the title is "The Man the Moment Demands," which for me is such a fantastic title. The Man the Moment Demands. Now, the issue is he is a very, and I say this with all due respect, he's a very peculiar brother. He does exceptional work with boys. Should your girlfriend expect you to be Jason Wilson? I think that's ridiculous. That man's beard is white. And that's why, like, you hear some of these women sometimes they say, you know, I'm waiting until I find somebody like my dad, without admitting that your dad is not 6 foot. When your mom met your dad, she didn't require him to take her to Ruth Chris or buy her Birkin bags or take her on trips or take cute pictures with her. None of the nonsense that's required these days. So you're comparing 25-year-olds to an already established, married, seasoned 60-year-old man. It's irrational. It doesn't make any sense. So because we keep creating these, and I think men are guilty of this too. Like, we create some like unattainable, unrealistic ideals for each other in an attempt to kind of like procrastinate on dealing with the reality of men or dealing with the reality of women, or actually having to learn who men are, their hopes, their dreams, their fears, their anxieties, their experiences. And men are guilty of that too. So again, before we continue to heavy-handedly say, you know, women are valid in being afraid of every man, especially black men, and starting to sound like Hillary Clinton, we got to take that step back. Hey, if you've made it all the way to the end, please click that like and subscribe button. Also share this with somebody that you think would gain value from it. Click the thumbnail at the top if you want the full video. Click the thumbnail at the bottom if you want a video that's closely related to this. Again, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. Check out some more of our content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.